Welcome back. You're watching Republic TV, and Republic TV had tracked down fugitive diamanter Mehul Choksi. He spoke to Republic TV yesterday where he played the victim card. We've also got his lawyer joining us now, Mr. Vijay Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal, good morning. Thank you for speaking to us on Republic TV.
Yeah, hi, tell me.
Mr. Agarwal, we were speaking to Mr. Choksi yesterday, and he said that he's extremely unwell. Now, the court in Dominica gave him bail on medical grounds. They released him on a bond of 10,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars, I think, and they said that they expect him to come back to Dominica following his treatment. Now, when do you think that could perhaps happen?
That only God knows, and I wish him speedy recovery. But because he's got neurological issues, so not only he has to get well, he is also to be declared fit to travel. That's the order of the court, that once he gets a certificate from the doctors that he is well, one. Two is, and these torture blues are over, and then the doctors certify him fit to be traveling. Then only he will travel back to Dominica. And please see, the Dominican court order is that he can go only to Antigua, nowhere else. He has to, from Antigua, if he travels, he can travel only to Dominica, nowhere else. This order is passed in the presence of the lawyers of the Indian investigating agencies. They have participated. And now please see, isn't it ludicrous that now in their presence, at their request, this condition is now imposed, and now they are saying in India that why Mr. Mehul Choksi is not coming to India. In Dominica, you appear in a proceeding and get the order that he can go only to Dominica, he can go only to Antigua, get himself treated and come back to Dominica only. And then in Indian court, you get NBW is issued, pursue NBW, pursue fugitive proceedings, and say that, oh, why Mr. Mehul Choksi is not coming to India? In Dominica court, you've been present and you got this condition imposed. So how can you have the cake baker as well as bakery? Gee.
Now, Mr. Agarwal, Mr. Choksi spoke to us yesterday, and he seemed to suggest that he was abducted and taken to Dominica. That's a fact, Mr. Agarwal, which has been contested both by the Indian agencies as well as the police in Antigua, which has been investigating this case.
In Dominica, this stand has been more or less accepted. There is an abuse of process petition filed. That petition has been admitted. That is why illegal entry trial has been stayed. Now a letter from the Indian agencies have surfaced. On 25th, Indian agencies writes to Dominica stating that send Mehul Choksi to India. Though it was declared to the world on 26th, they say that his identity, Dominican government got his identity known on 27th. On 26th, one radio jockey announced to the world that he's come to know that Mehul Choksi, against whom, to find whom yellow notice have been issued by the Antiguan government, is in lockup in Dominica. But a day before, Indian agencies knew and they write to Dominica that send the man back to us. So one need not have even good common sense to understand that. It's even a child can understand this, that what is happening.
Right now, in that interview, he seemed to say basically that he knew Barbara Jarabeka. He seems to indicate that he knew her for the past 8 months, and he was going for dinner with her when the alleged kidnapping took place. But the fact is that he did knew her, and he seemed to knew her really well.
No, see, that's how the people, they win your trust and then they breach your trust. So if one doesn't repose trust in anybody, so how will they take advantage? So that happens in all these intelligence agencies operation, that they put a person, the person mixes up, gets friendly, and then ultimately they pick up the person. Otherwise, if he is not friendly with the person, how will the person coax him into going out with her? So that happens world over. That you see in movies, that you see in practical, everywhere it happens. So if somebody has to take advantage of somebody, then one wins the confidence, and then they take advantage of that confidence. So what is new about it? What is shocking about it? What is surprising about it?
Right now, do you now foresee perhaps the battle moving to Antigua? Because legally, there are still a lot of hurdles that you face in Antigua. India is, of course, continuing to fight for his extradition. There's a red corner noticed against him. His citizenship has been challenged in Antigua. So give us a sense of what you're expecting now.
See, one thing you are 100% right that there is a long battle ahead. But at least I am happy that there will be only courtroom battle which would have happened. But here the battle happened on the sea, battle happened on the beaches, battle happened everywhere. So it was not dharam yudh. So it should be only in the court, the way the country should contest, and the believing in the rule of law. Things should be contested only in courts. So it will be in the courts, and the legal hurdle we are not facing. Legal hurdle the Indian agencies are facing in Antigua, because we have challenged the vires of both the acts, that is the Antigua Extradition Act as well as the Antigua Citizenship Act. So they have to get over. First of all, the law will be clarified, then will come the various executive acts. At this moment, while we are talking, there is a stay operating from Antiguan court for even processing the request from India about his extradition. So the extradition request box, so to say, has not even been opened as yet.
But Mr. Agarwal, the government of the country seems to essentially back India's stand that here's a man who's accused of an economic offense worth crores. He's been accused of duping Indian taxpayers of that money, and hence he must be extradited. So, with the government of Antigua essentially, supporting India's stand, how do you see that panning out?
See, let's be very clear. When you go to court, government is only a litigant. So our opposite, there is a litigant, so it would be the government. So what? So there are two contesting parties. On the eyes of the court, there is proverbial black strip. So it does not matter. Opposite us, there is a private person or Indian government or Antiguan government, whosoever it is. So the justice will prevail. Whosoever is right, the truth will favor him. Justice will be in his favor. So it really does not matter that who is the opponent.
All right, Mr. Vijay Agarwal.
It is a government or a private litigant.
All right, Mr. Vijay Agarwal, thank you for speaking to us on Republic TV.
Thank you very much.